The Story of Australia, From Convict Settlement to Modern Nation, written by Lillian Brooks, narrated by Eleanor Whitmore. Chapter 1, The Land Before Colonization. For over 60,000 years, Indigenous Australians inhabited the vast and diverse landscapes of the continent, developing rich cultures, complex social structures, and deep spiritual connections to the land. Long before European arrival, hundreds of distinct Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander nations thrived across Australia, each with unique languages, traditions, and ways of life. Their existence was deeply rooted in an intimate understanding of the environment, shaping a sustainable way of living that allowed them to flourish in regions ranging from arid deserts to lush coastal plains. Central to Indigenous Australian culture was the Dreamtime, a spiritual belief system that explained the creation of the land, its people, and its natural features. These stories, passed down through generations, connected individuals to their ancestors and dictated social laws, customs, and responsibilities. The land was not seen as something to be owned, but rather as a living entity to be respected and cared for. This relationship fostered sophisticated land management practices, such as controlled burns to regenerate vegetation, ensuring the survival of both the people and the ecosystem. Trade networks existed long before European contact, linking different indigenous groups across the continent. These exchanges included tools, ochre, food, and ceremonial items, highlighting the complexity of Aboriginal societies. The northern coastal communities also engaged in trade with seafarers from Southeast Asia, particularly the Makassar fishermen from present-day Indonesia, who arrived seasonally to harvest sea cucumbers. This interaction, occurring centuries before European exploration, demonstrates the long-standing external connections Indigenous Australians maintained. Despite this rich and thriving existence, early European explorers and settlers often failed to recognize the depth of Aboriginal civilization, viewing the land as terra nullius, nobody's land. This misconception would later justify colonial expansion and dispossession, disregarding the intricate systems of governance, spirituality, and environmental stewardship that had sustained Indigenous Australians for millennia. The land before colonization was not an untouched wilderness, as often depicted in early European accounts, but a carefully managed and cultivated environment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?